Hello, everyone. I'm Elayna here at Business Foundry on another episode of BF Talks. A little bit about myself. I'm originally from the East Coast, go Steelers, and I currently work in the tech space, specifically within software and consulting in various industries. I'm also immersed in the Business Accelerator space. I have a background in sales, marketing, and business analytics, but I would say I help businesses operate and excel their capabilities. Today, we have Soufiane, our founder here at Business Foundry. Welcome, Soufiane.
Hi, Elayna. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. How have you been?
I've been great, Elayna. I'm not sure about Go Steelers in Broncos country, but we'll have that discussion in a separate episode. We'll bring in some fans.
Absolutely. Steelers fans are worldwide, so we can have that debate any day. Yeah, so I heard recently there was an event to announce our Business Accelerator Program. Can you tell the audience a little bit more about that?
Absolutely, yeah. Around, I believe, the end of June last month, we had our unveil for our Business Acceleration Center, and we had great attendance, a lot of local small businesses here in the community, but also a couple of guests of honor. So we had Alicia Brown, our councilwoman for the district, and we also had our newly elected mayor, Marissa Harmon, herself being a small business owner. She owns a small business here in the community, comes from a family of small business owners and entrepreneurs, and she gave a great talk about entrepreneurship and small businesses and her support and just passion for helping small businesses and entrepreneurs in our community. So that was a great event. And we were able to announce a little bit about the Business Acceleration Center and what it means and the people around it. So yeah, it was a great event.
It was a great event, and I'm sure our audience would love to hear a little bit more about what the Business Accelerator Program is and how it can benefit them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've opened the Business Foundry about 6-7 months ago. And during the 6 to 7 months, we've spoken to a lot of small businesses and a lot of entrepreneurs to try to understand what they need to help them with their journey, their entrepreneurial journey. And what we really found is a lot of these small business owners don't have the necessary resources to work on their business because they're quite busy working in their business, right? So they're just immersed in day-to-day business, but they don't have the capacity, the resources, the support necessary to work on building their business, on building the infrastructure of their business, on growing their business. So that was really the compelling reason as to why we've put this business acceleration together, business acceleration service together to help these businesses work on their business.
I completely see where you're coming from, especially in the software industry that we work in. It's very important to provide the resources for these startups and small businesses to take their ideas and execute them. So I think what you're doing here is great at Business Foundry. Can you tell me a little bit more about what the services are and what's included?
Absolutely. So the Business Accelerator starts with entrepreneurs trying to understand themselves. So in order for you to, as an entrepreneur, for anybody as an entrepreneur, to excel, they have to understand what they do well and what they don't do well, which I call areas of opportunities. I don't like to call them weaknesses. I just call them areas of opportunities. So the first entry point is really the entrepreneurship assessment. So we've partnered up with a company called the Entrepreneurship Performance Labs, and they've built an assessment, which we'll come to in a little bit because I understand that you've taken the assessment. I would love to hear your feedback. So the assessment really goes into the 11 core characteristics of an entrepreneur, where people try to understand themselves, what they're good at, what they're not good at, so they can either delegate or partner with entities or people that can help them build that. So that's the starting point. Then along those lines, we also have other assessments that we've partnered up with other parties, other partners to do so. We have a financial assessment to assess the financial health of a small business, a marketing assessment to make sure that these small businesses are doing the right things in terms of being visible online. We know that internet is where it happens today. If you're not on the internet, if you're not on social media, then you're missing out. So it's a comprehensive 360 program to do an assessment of where the business is financially, from the marketing perspective, from an entrepreneurship perspective, understand the business model, and then building packages around these areas, whether it's marketing, helping them build a new website, or helping them with their social media, or SEO, or video, or multimedia, or it comes to financial management of their business. We've partnered up with our partners who are able to provide bookkeeping and virtual CFO type services. Or events. We have a huge space where these small businesses can hold events and do their own workshops and networking events, etc. So really, I like to call it a one-stop shop for small businesses to get the support they need to help them grow and build their business.
That's great, and I think it provides a lot of value to these small businesses that otherwise maybe aren't getting or don't have access to the resources that they need to elevate their business. So I think it's great.
Absolutely. Well, along those lines, we also promote entrepreneurship within our own teams. And, the entrepreneurship assessment, we've got a few of our team members here that have taken it, and you've taken it yourself, Elayna. So would love to hear your perspective of what that process was like, and just share a little bit with the audience.
Absolutely. I found a lot of value out of taking the assessment. It basically asks you a wide range of questions, and at the end you get a report of all the 11 core characteristics and kind of like where you rank based off of those. I think it provides a lot of value in terms of it tells you what are your strengths and what are your areas of improvement, and it even provides kind of like an excerpt of how you can get there, or it asks questions that challenge you to think differently and approach different ways of working. So I found a lot of value out of it, and I think it can benefit anyone who takes it. So.
Absolutely. And above and beyond taking the assessment, as you know and as you've experienced, we have our in-house business coach, Kevin, a world-renowned business coach or leadership and management coach. And that's part of the process as well, is taking the test or the assessment is one piece, but then sitting down with Kevin and understanding, demystifying the results is also of great value, we found.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kevin is great. I loved working with him and kind of debriefing from the results of the assessment. I also think that everyone should, if you need help with your business, I think it is a great way to kind of dive in personally, what your skills are, and then what you can bring to your own business, as well as various aspects of your life. So I found a lot of value out of that. And I'm sure the other services within the packages will provide a lot of value to these entrepreneurs as well.
Great. Well, glad to hear that was of value to you and to our teams, and we hope to add the same value to small businesses all around our community. So
absolutely. And can you tell me a little bit more on how, if anyone is interested, how do they kind of like start this assessment or journey?
Yeah. I would encourage anybody who's interested in the Business Foundry and what we're doing with the Business Acceleration Center to come visit with us. We're very accessible here in Lone Tree. We'll make sure we have a link that we can put on this podcast, so people can go to a link, fill up their information, and get access to the program. And the good thing is that you're going to be helping with managing the program and onboarding these entrepreneurs, much like you've been doing with larger companies that need help transforming their business, in this case using technology. But it's the same thing. Everybody, whether you're a small or a big business, everybody can use the help, and we're here to provide the help and support needed to make sure these guys succeed.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for joining us today. And if anyone is interested in the audience, feel free to reach out to us, www.businessfoundry.com. You can reach out to Soufiane or myself on LinkedIn directly as well. And have a great day.